What is going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists, and welcome to another episode of Chill with Pete. I'm having a bit of a chill because I've been working on my Primera Space Marines. I've been doing the highlights, the lighter blue, Calgar blue in this instance, highlights, and it's sapping the life out of me. Although I've got 6 left to do, just 6, another 6, and then I can do something else. But anyway, enough of that. You may notice behind me I have one of those rainbow coloured trolley cabinet things. Like I've got my paints in, like I've got my models in. They're on wheels, so it's all good. It's enabling me to clear up some more space in the studio, which is fantastic. Now, I got this in the range. I went there specifically to get that today. But I couldn't see them where they normally are kept, so I was a bit disheartened by that. I thought, oh, they can't have any in. Surely they wouldn't put them on the first floor. I mean, because you just wheel them to the till. And the tills, they don't have a till on the first floor, only on the ground floor. Anyway, so I thought, do you know what? I'm going to go around to the aquatic section in the pets side of things and see if there's anything I could pick up for terrain. And I did find something quite unusual. I thought I'll pick that up, and it was this. Now this is the small rusty pipe that you can get for your aquariums. However, when I got home, it fell out of my hand and it broke, it fractured there, which is fine because now I've got the choice. I can either glue it back together like that, or I can use it as 2 separate bits, and I'm thinking of using it as 2 separate bits, to be honest. It appears to be made of resin, hence it breaking like that, but that is fine. But it's given me the idea though. I'm going to try some of that plumber's tubing with the U-bends and O-rings and all the rest of it, the seals, and I'm going to see if I can replicate this. Shouldn't be too hard. Should be quite easy to do for a little project of terrain. Yeah, it'd be some world where, you know, it used to be industrial and it's perhaps was taken over or torn through by tyrannids or something, and there's no life left. It's just all empty and barren. But there's some, I don't know, sewage pipes or waterworks there still, or something like that. But anyway, so I'm going to do that. So that's going to be a project. I've got my tea, by the way. My cup of willow bark. It's still a bit warm. That's the thing with willow bark. No milk, so it takes me a little longer. But then it's the same with coffee now because I don't have milk in that either. I've cut the grass today. It's been a lovely day here today, which has been fantastic. Nice to have some sun back again. I was a bit worried that we'd seen the end of our summer, but it was nice today. I mean not scorching by any means. I was able to go out and cut the grass, for instance, front and back, so it can't have been that hot, but it was just nice to see some sun, you know, which was good. So I've got 6 of these Primera Marines I have to do with the Calgar blue, and then I'm on to something else. I've got my Plague Marines there, I've got my Pox Walkers over here. I mean, they're all primed, ready to go. And of course I've got my fetid bloat drone. This is for Jam Jar 34, because he was on about getting some more of these, so I got myself another one. Look, that's just primer there. That's primer with a wash on, a Phonian camo shade, so you can see the difference between the two. And it is still, I still say this is pretty similar to Death Guard green. Not that unlike it at all. I might put a second wash on there just to see if I can darken it down a bit more. Or if it doesn't work, I'll just have to go in with the Death Guard green. But either way, I'm happy with bloat drones. That's such a cool looking model. I really like the look of it. And of course I've got my Razorback here, which I want to do some more work on as well, just to break up these Marines pretty much. Still working on my triumvirate of Aeneid, and yeah, so I've got that to do, but I'm nearly there with it actually, and then I can start on my triumvirate of the Primarch, I have actually started because I airbrushed Gilliman with some McCraig blue. So naughty me, but I had the airbrush out, so it just seemed to make sense, you know. So yeah. So I'm going through some brushes, looking at my brush collection actually, and there's quite a lot there. So any brush now, unless I need it, I really do need. I kind of need mid-sized brushes, rubbish ones, for like scooping paint out. Softer ones for just putting varnish on models and things of that nature. So that's what I keep them back for, and of course terrain projects and things like that, which I haven't done in a while. Which I'm thinking this pipe business may be a good opportunity to start. Obviously, I've got to paint the insides to match the outside there a bit. I'm thinking of doing that. I think that'll be super cool. Why there's a hole in it, I don't know. Maybe I had some like acid rain or something. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm about just over a week away, I suppose, from my first game of 8th edition, which I'm really looking forward to. I think before I go for that, because it's arranged with a friend of mine, like a real small game, so we'll be doing that. I don't know what the PowerPoint level is, but it'll be roughly the equivalent of about 750 to 800 points of whatever we're taking. And I want to take my orcs. I've got to be honest. I don't know what he's taking. He's got a few armies. Got a choice there. Could be Tau. It could be Necrons. It could be. He's got Ultramarines. But I'm definitely taking my orcs. So what I'm thinking of doing is having a run through on my own here, because I've read through the rules a few times now, and I think I'm okay with them. But I'm bound to get be lacking in some area that I will overlook something. I just know it. But it'd be nice to just run through it like a scenario. Now I don't have any Tau. Really, I've got a Riptide and a couple of Fire Warriors and gun drones. That's it. That's all I got for Tau. I am thinking of getting into Tau at some point. I've only just started on the Eldar now. I do have Necrons and Ultramarines I can sort of play test against if need be, just so I can get an idea of what he can do. And then in my mind, I will see what the orcs are capable of. What I don't actually have that many orcs, so it's a good point size PowerPoint equivalent to start with for me on that one. But I just want to get some games under my belt. Yeah, so time for another sip of tea. I dropped Mrs. Mini Warzone off this morning at Home Park, which is our football stadium here in Plymouth. Excuse me. Ooh. Where the minibus was leaving at 8 o'clock this morning to go to Powderham Castle in Exeter. The Fantabulous Beasties are going there and vlogging it. They're going to a Let's Rock Exeter, it's called. It's like a rock music festival thing they're going to. Lots of bands, and I think Level 42 are headlining, so it's got it's an 80s flavour to it. So they're going on that. They're all dressed as Top Gunners. I think I can mention this in my video. So they're dressed as the guys from Top Gun, the boiler suits and the caps and the aviator glasses and all that. So they've got special t-shirts and they look like they're having really good fun. So that's good, and I'm super glad it was sunny for them today, because we've had some awful weather recently and I was a little bit worried. I thought, I do hope the rain holds off for them, I really do. So I'm pleased about that. My daughter has gone into town with her friends before she goes on to skating. Roller skating. She does roller skating with a group of them. Oh, and then I'm going to go and pick her up later, about just before 9 o'clock, something like that. Time at the moment here is 7:15, and it's a Saturday evening, and what better chance to do my Space Marines, my Primaris Marines. That's that fly again. I've got this fly, which I'm waiting. If you see it, okay, it is actually a big fly. You see it? Just went past. He's going to get caught by one of the spiders, Horace or Boris, at some point. Or I could open the door, see if we go out. He might do. Might head on out. I don't want to kill him, see. Looking that way. Out. There. I think I got him out the door. I saved his bacon, you know. Horace and Boris will really, you know, they'll have him. There's one either side, or either end of the studio, I should say. Got Horace, who's up this end with me. He's like a cellar spider, you know, tiny body and long spindly legs. And Boris down the other end, he's like a big meaty black spider, and he'll just have them, anything like that. So I mean, I don't like flies. If that wasn't like a normal house fly, that was something else. I mean, you know, they've all got a purpose in life, haven't they? So, you know, why stomp on them? I say. Anyway, so I've got 6 Marines to do, and Plague Marines I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Plague Marines, and quite a few Pox Walkers. I want to do a tutorial of a Pox Walker. Maybe. We'll see. Because looking at them, they don't seem unlike, I mean, the whole process probably won't be unlike painting zombie walkers for Zombicide, you know. That's what it's going to remind me of, I think. But the poses on them, I've got some nice variety of poses on them. They look super cool. The Plague Marines look very cool, and I've got a coat of Death Guard green on them where I want the green to go, and they're all individual poses. Each one is different. Even, well, I mean, there's one with a similar pose, but different gun. The horns are different, the head's different. I mean, you got options with, you got limited options with the posing of these. I mean, you could pose them however you wanted to, I suppose, but I was quite impressed by the way it all went together. As a box set, it's been the easiest one to put together by far. Not that any of them have been difficult. I mean, Dark Vengeance was quite easy to put together, and what's it called? Stormclaw. The Stormclaw box set, that was quite easy to put together as well. But yeah, this one was super easy. Really, really easy. Crazily easy. So I'm going to get these 6 done, hopefully. I'd like to film an on the bench, see how I go for time. These 6 are probably going to take me a couple of hours, so I might not have the time, but you know, there's other stuff I can be getting on with and doing, so I'm not that fussed, really. I've got to carry on with, I forget the names of these Eldar, but I'll carry on with her. So I want to do the whites on her. I've got white scar out, so that's going to be handy, I think. Yeah, so I think that'll be good if I can do that. Yeah, definitely. It's just looking around the model and seeing where it's got to go, basically. I mean, I'm happy with her hair the way it is. I've got to do some work on the sword and that as well. Once I'm happy with it, I'll stick her to her base, and I've got to do some more work on her cat-like thing here. So I've got to do some more work on him. He's just easy enough. Do the eyes and the, I don't know if that's a tongue. Might be a tongue. I'm not sure. But yeah, he can go on the base then once he's done. And I've got to do some weathering for my Razorback. So it's all bits and pieces. I've got to finish the sword on the avatar here, and the purple bodysuit or armour or whatever it is. And yeah, you can't really see it here because there's so many different blues on that swirly thing. I suppose because I've got blue walls it's difficult to see, but yeah, if you see it in person you'd see what I mean, and I'm quite proud of it though. I think it looks good. So that's near completion. So yeah, so that's going to be fantastic. I mean, I was so overjoyed when I got the triumvirates, and I was super pleased when I'd finished the first one, the triumvirate of, oh, what was it? Triumvirate of the Imperium, was it? I think. You know, the one with Celestine, anyway. So I was super chuffed to get that done. Oh, I've also got some commissars that I'm still working on. Here I've got one with darker skin and one with lighter skin that I'm currently working on. So it gives me an option of like two different, very different ethnic backgrounds for them, which is going to be good. Astra Militarum, I do want to pick up another couple of tanks, really, tank type-esque things for it. I've got a Chimera and a couple of Lehman Russes, so that's good, but there's going to be other stuff I feel I want. Astra Militarum was going to be the other choice, actually, of what I take to play my first game, but I think I want to go with Orcs. Orcs are fun, Orcs are good. Right, stop yakking, have some tea, Pete. So yeah, it was good to get some more tidy up done in the studio. I've got a load of paints, aerosols and things like that, and poster paints, and all manner of stuff in a box under this desk actually. Now, they're going to be useful for terrain and things like that. So it's good to have it out, and you know, you discover things you forget you had and all that kind of stuff. So I'm a fan of having to clear out once in a while. Not only that, I was able to chuck away a few things as well, which are just real. Excuse me. It's just junk, really. Oh, so tired. Right. Not much drink left. You'll be pleased to know. I might turn my paint station around here. There, so I've got some. I've got the paints next to me. Then I can just blast through which ones I want. Not that I'm going to need much more than Calgar Blue for the next hour or so, but see if I can blast through it. And that, as I say, is that. So that concludes this chill with Pete. I hope it was okay. I'm glad you could join me on my little ramble there whilst I had a bit of a break from painting these guys. I mean, I love painting, don't get me wrong, I really do. But when you're doing the same thing over and over for model after model, it kind of wears you down. It's nice to get on with it, but I'm determined to finish it, so I'm going to go and do that now. Thanks for watching. Remember, all brushes lead to war. Please hit that like button. Do me a huge favour by doing that. And even greater favour if you share the video around and get it out there, and perhaps I can reach a new audience that way. Anyway, all brushes lead to war. I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.